My most beautiful darlings. I don't think I ever did a video sharing my pictures from my photo shoot for Corrupted Flowers, formerly known as an Anime and Blood. I just can't pronounce anime. The flower has the perfect meaning. I just can't pronounce it, so we're gonna call it Corrupted Flowers. Um, the first round set is the priestess and the king. To TLDR, the entire story behind the shoot, like the entire overarching thing of Corrupted Flowers. It's a project that I'm working on that is a primarily photography project, but I'll also have writing pieces on my blog if you're interested. Um, where this is a group of heroes who survived saving the world and all the horrors that come with it. They've seen people die, villages be razed, all the horrors that come with surviving a magic and like creature filled war. Okay, and they saved it. They saved the world. They managed to do it. And they were the only ones who survived doing it, only for the powers that be to turn around and try to use them again to do all the things right after they got settled in their peace. One character, the priestess, was like, I could technically do this by myself. I could solo this. Y'all don't need to come back to keep doing it. I'm not about to have you guys sacrifice your peace for this crap. Let me handle it. And they were like, absolutely the fuck not, because think of it like cartoon group logic, the heart. She was like the heart, and they were like, no, absolutely not. And through a series of events, they ended up taking over the same world that they saved. And the vibe is benevolent dictators. Nobody realizes that they don't have any real control over their lives anymore, but they don't. Um, the king and the priestess are the two like heads of state. Like if you're thinking about the government, you're thinking about these two. They're the faces. They do other things, but they're also the faces. Um, the king used to be the knight because they don't have names, they just have titles. Um, well, they have names, but they're called just titles. Hello, Logan. He hears me talking, so he wants to be all up in that business. Right? So the king used to be the knight, and the priestess used to be the mage. Um, sort of a deal. We will continue to the next particular group of the next set, which would be depending on my friend's availability and my money, because I'm the one paying for the studio space and stuff because it's my project. Why would I not be paying for that? They're kind enough to be models for free, but I'm not making them pay for that studio space. Um, will be either the magistrate or the what you call it? What are they called? Either the magistrate or the prime minister. One of them. And there's also a bonus if I can ever get my bestie to be here. And there's two other characters I'd like to add, but that would require my bestie to be able to be in Maryland for like longer than a day or two. And for me to get my darling friend who's super shy to be comfortable being on camera. Because I would prefer to have each of these characters be not just me in a different costume if I have my way. Because I would like to pair and group photo shoots, which requires them to be more than just me in a different costume. But yeah, I will be sharing on the blog at some point the Pinterest board for both the king and the priestess, as well as writing piece. Currently, neither is on the blog. In fact, the current creative writing piece I'm working on is based off of a ball that I went on. Not even this, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I have a post that has these pictures on them, but in case you missed that post, here are the pictures. I'm going to put some random fantasy music on top of this and go through each of them. There are two different sets of pictures. There is the pictures of the knight and the mage when they're getting married. Super cute. Love it. Wrong one. Love it. um, and then there is royal pictures, which is pictures of them as king and priestess. So yeah, there is that. Each person controls a different aspect of people's lives. Like the king is overarching king, the priestess runs magic and religion. Because the religion is magic, they kind of erased most other religions for the most part. Because why would you worship the old gods when you have a living one right in front of you? If you get what I mean. So yeah. Anyway, moving on to the pictures. And yeah. Thanks for watching and thanks for being patient with this. 'Tis the nature of having to self-fund projects. They cost a lot of money. Luckily I found a studio that's super cheap. Like my local fantasy collective has a studio that they'll rent out for a full day for $250. Glorious. But yeah. Cool. You won't see my face again in this video, so thanks for watching. Enjoy the pictures. Mwah.